Good morning, y'all. My screen is so little. Okay, there we go. Okay, where are the. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Please accept my apologies for the delay. How are you guys doing? Good morning, good morning. Sometimes Coffee with Angel starts with Angel making coffee, and today is one of those days. And I said, I got my voice back. I do. I just have still remnants of a cold, but so happy to be back. Full energy ish. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oops, let's see. Going live on Instagram now. I know there's always a little bit of a delay. How you guys doing? Who's out there in the chat? I see you. How are you guys doing this Friday morning? How's the weather where you are? It is cloudy here in Houston, but it makes for great lighting. Good morning. Good morning. I know, thank God it's Friday, Shauna. I always say Friday is just day, for entrepreneurs, especially depending on what stage you are in. And I'm in the stage of it's just day. Let me pop this under the Keurig right quick. I haven't done a French press in 2 weeks. I haven't done a French press in 2 weeks. This is my French press. Tomorrow morning, I am going to relax. Well, tomorrow first I'm going to wash my hair. Then I'm going to, good morning, Carrie out in Atlanta. So I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to do a deep condition, get up under the heating cap. You guys have seen that routine. If you haven't, it's on YouTube a couple of times. I highly recommend that deep conditioning cap. And I use the Maison 276 Restore Conditioner. You don't need a different conditioner because you can use that as a mask. And I'm going to do a French press, take my time. It takes a good 15 minutes to make a cup of coffee in a French press. And I'm going to sit down, put my feet up, and find something to watch on Netflix for a few hours until I get to work because I do have some stuff. But anyway, what's going on with you guys? Good morning, Sister Girl Chronicles. How are you guys doing? Good morning, Kelsey and Gigi and She Jam and hey, 70 plus Diva Style. How are you this morning? How are you this morning? Yesterday, I worked out for the first time in like 8 days. And I didn't feel like it. My energy level was not great. But I didn't even get on the Peloton. I was just like, I got to get out of the house. I put my running shoes on, went to the track, and ran an extremely slow pace. But I got out there. And when I finished, I felt so much better. Not because I had a great workout or anything. It was just, I just felt better. And it made me think about when we were kids, our kids don't really understand the concept of literally being outside all day. Like, I mean, it's hard for them to fathom. And I was the kid that had to be forced to go outside because I would have been perfectly happy sitting, especially in the summer, sitting inside the air conditioning, reading books. Like that was my perfect day on the summer. But sometimes my mother would just force me to, go outside, ride your bike, whatever. And you always felt better because you feel better going outside. Like the fresh air actually is good for us and getting some sunlight on our face. So I said all that to say when you're having one of those low energy days and you're just dragging for whatever reason, go outside, get some fresh air, even if you're not doing it to exercise. So yeah, that's my morning tip of the day, because sometimes I just got to take my own advice. So, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Wanda. I know. We're trying to bring the Body Butters back for the fall. Like, that's our goal. We're trying to bring the Body Butters back. But if you have not used the number 8 Botaniques dry oil, you are missing out. I'm just telling you. You are missing out. It is amazing. So first of all, let me just say, you guys know it's always open mic, like every Friday. And let me do an introduction. I last night I said, Angel, you hop on every Friday and you start talking. These are your girls, and it's just like you're catching up from the next Friday. But there are always new people jumping in, and they're like, who is this woman with this white hair? And who is she talking to? And so I've got to remember, I've got to literally write myself a note. I realized on Thursday night and put it on the computer to remind myself to start with an introduction. So good morning, ladies. If you're new here, welcome, and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee with Angel. I'm Angel Cornelius, the founder of Maison 276, where we are building the leading beauty brand for women who want to age unapologetically and want to embrace every season of their life. Our hero product is the 3-step system for silver and blonde hair, because silvers and blondes are hair sisters. It's a 3-step system designed to brighten, cleanse, and restore the natural brilliance of your hair without purple dyes. All of the products are white, and you would think I would have a bottle sitting right here but I don't, because I'm so used to everyone just hopping in and assuming you know who I am. So our revolutionary, innovative system brightens, cleanses, restores, deep conditions your hair, because we know when our hair loses melanin, the texture can change. Also, our hair changes as we mature. And so the 3-step system is designed to just address those naturally occurring changes that take place in your bodies as we mature. We celebrate women. I want you to see yourself when you engage with Maison 276. I always say our customer looks like America. You will see yourself represented in a way that's beautiful and vibrant and bold, because contrary to what the beauty industry would have us think, life does not end at 50. In fact, we're just getting started. So that is who I am. And I come on every Friday. Initially was to answer questions about silver hair care, because I would do so many email responses and it was getting to where I couldn't keep up with that. And so I thought, let's come to the community live every Friday and answer questions about, hey, Angela, answer questions about silver hair care. And then it just morphed into fashion and lifestyle and wellness. And sometimes I don't want to say we go off the rails, because sometimes I have an agenda, but ultimately you set the agenda based on questions and comments. And so if you're new or if you haven't dropped in a while, welcome back to Coffee with Angel and the entire Maison 276 community. We have ladies from literally all over the globe dropping in, chit-chatting with us. We've had ladies from South Africa, from the UK, of course, all of these awesome 50 United States. So that's who we are. Hey, oh, you like the blouse? Thank you. This is from Style We. I did a collab with them about 6 months ago, and this was one of the items. So it is a very loose, and it's still on the website, because they actually reached out to me yesterday and I was looking at what they had. It's still available. This is a small, so it'll give you an idea of how loose it fits. It is not quite to my knee, Let me see how far back I can get. Okay, you see that? I just have this tucked in, and then the sleeves tie, but it's big, so you can tie your bow and then get your arm in it. And it's very, I think this is right now on the site for like maybe 30-35 bucks. It's a blend. It is a polyester blend, but it feels like cotton without wrinkling. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So projects. Oh, let me hop on and see if there are any questions. Good morning, Yaya Roth, Nidella. Hey, Nidella, congratulations on you and Sean Unleashed. I saw you guys are starting a chat series on menopause. Congratulations to you. So proud of you. Ladies, there's so many things, like your kids are grown. There's so many things you can do. Experiment. So let's talk about the first project that I'm working on. And it is like 99.9% of any content I create, it is all driven by you. So one of the, and I'm just going to be popping the comments in as they come in. One of the most frequently asked questions that I get are about my diet, wellness, and workout routine. And so, one, I don't diet, but I have drastically changed how I eat. I would say starting 10 years ago, when, child, it was the menopause 10, 15, 20. I think at my peak, I have to go back and look at my notes because I do have it, but, and I'm going to share that. Let me see. I might have it here on my phone because I did keep track of it. At my peak, I think I had gained 20 pounds, and I'm 5'1". That's a lot on this short frame. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I had gotten. Where is it? Where is it? Yep. I had gotten to, let me see, I'm at 141 now. Yep. I had gained almost 25 pounds. I'm at 141. I don't weigh myself a lot. So I think I'm at 140 now. But my heaviest on here was 164. And that was in 2015. That was 10 years ago. And so instead of doing one vlog about everything, where I would just, highlights, I think it's best to break it up into a series and just, I guess, go into a deep dive, because I do get a lot of questions about it. I've got two little arm workout vlogs, and that was when I first got on YouTube. So they're not the best, but they do show you what I do. And you should know I don't even like lifting weights at all. I use these they're 5-pound weights, 5 pounds each, and I do 10 minutes 3 times a week. That's it. And that's enough just to keep my arms toned, my shoulders, and like all this area up here. That's more than enough for me. But that is just like a guideline. Thank you, Wanda. Actually, I do have a gift to stylists. That is a great idea. We do have a lot of Maison 276 customers that bring products to the stylist. And the other thing I forgot to mention when I was doing my intro is that we launched in Walmart a couple of months ago. So I've been visiting Walmarts all over the country, got a lot more to go. So, hey, you never know, you might see me lurking in those Walmart aisles. And so that is the series that I'm working on. So I will start here in the kitchen, just talking about some of the things that I've changed in terms of I hate to use the word diet, what's another word? In terms of how I eat, my nutrition, whatever. And primarily, it's a lot more plant-based. But the challenge is making sure you get enough protein, because there was a point where I realized I wasn't getting enough protein, and I'll share like what some of those symptoms are. Hair, I was seeing a difference in my hair, and nothing else had changed in my life really. And so that was one thing that I noticed. And then my vitamin D levels were very low. Now, that is very common for middle-aged women, especially women of color, for our vitamin D levels to decrease. So it was not just changing how I was eating, but it was also taking supplements. Like, that was not anything I really did, honestly, because I felt like I ate a very balanced diet. And so now I do take supplements, vitamin D, which was recommended by my doctor. And by the way, don't go out buying a whole bunch of supplements and not check with your primary care physician, because if you are taking any kind of medication, because for instance, I take a low dose medication for hypertension, you check with your physician before you start taking any kind of supplements, because they are not regulated like medications are, and some supplements may interact adversely with your medication. Okay, so yeah, changing my eating habits, adding appropriate supplements, adding, and then from a workout. And again, these are the things that I'll touch on, and you guys put in the chat if there's something else you want me to create in this series. But right now I'm thinking about 3 parts. One is exercise, one is nutrition, and then other things are lifestyle things that I've had to be very intentional about rest and sleep, especially as an entrepreneur, because y'all know I don't gatekeep, and I'm totally honest. I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night because I'm working on a project, and like, that's not enough sleep at 65. You need more than 4.5 hours sleep. So I'm going to shut it down a little bit earlier today than I normally do. But those are some of the things I'm going to touch on. So, yep, more fruit and vegetables. You got to be careful with the fruit, because some fruit have so much sugar, like bananas. But yeah, absolutely more plant-based. And I've never really been one that eats a lot of fried stuff, I don't think. Who's monitoring that when you're 20 or 30? I probably did. But if I eat something fried now, it's considered a treat. And the other main thing that I did, important thing that I realized that helped me shed some of those almost 25 menopause pounds, is my consumption of alcohol. Not to say that I drank a lot, but I definitely was I'm gonna have a glass of wine with dinner girl. I definitely was gonna do. I was that girl for years. My husband and I actually had a membership in a wine club. Like, we get a box delivered every month, experimenting with wines. And also I love champagne, which has a lot of sugar in it. So now, for the most part, unless, if I'm at an event or something, or, cocktail thing, which isn't very often on the weekdays, typically I will only have cocktails on the weekends, and that has helped. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about with the series. So let me know. Oh, you did? Nidella, thank you so much. I'm going back and forth, and I saw the Instagram where Nidella said they talked about Maison 276. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know I don't go to bed at 2 a.m. often, and I don't. And one of the things, as Shauna and other people have recommended, is that on some Fridays I bring in different other entrepreneurs and experts. And there is a therapist that I met well, I re-met her at Essence Festival, but really got to know what her area of specialty is and how she works with clients. And then I did a short workshop that she had at the Hyatt, and she is a sleep specialist. And she has done years of research on, she's a licensed therapist, and she has, I would say, pivoted to this particular area because she realized how detrimental lack of sleep was to many of her clients. And so now she teaches people how to not just sleep, but how to rest. And so she is definitely on the docket. We're going to start doing the lives. My goal is at least once a month to have a guest and go out of my kitchen off site. And introduce them to the Maison 276 community. And I'll give you guys a week's notice so you can have your questions for them. And so when I have LaShasta Bell on, I will definitely give you a heads up so you can have your questions for her. I learned so much in just that 30-minute workshop that she did that I actually started implementing it when I got back home from New Orleans. And that one little tip, like I was thinking like, that's not going to make anything better, because it's not just sleep and rest. She teaches you just how to manage the stress and anxiety just throughout the day, especially if you're someone that is juggling a lot of balls or just has a lot of stuff going on. And just one tip, and I'm not going to try to teach it like she taught it, but one of the tips she gave in the workshop was to do a brain dump. And she said, you can do it anytime you're feeling overwhelmed by all the things that you have to do. And so I've been doing that literally since I got back from New Orleans last Monday. The days are running together. And so I started it Tuesday morning. And the first thing I do in the morning is my morning meditation, prayer, just kind of breathing exercises. And I don't do that in my office. I do it someplace quiet. And then I sat at my desk and I literally did the brain dump of everything that was top of mind that I needed to get done. And it's not so much a to-do list, because I can't get it all done in one day, but it's kind of like a release valve. And my mornings, I have definitely felt myself being less, I don't even say anxious, but just less like even in the middle of doing one thing, thinking about the other three things I got to do. So that's just an example of a very simple exercise that has really impacted how my day starts. So I'm looking forward to bringing her on and having her share some tips with you guys. And if you feel like you really need like long-term sleep therapy sessions, she does take insurance. The nap ministry, I know, you know what? That is something I have struggled with. Like, I am not a good daytime sleeper. And that's interesting. That was one of the things she talked about. Like, the importance of naps. And what she said was the key to a good nap is how long you sleep. Like, it's got to be, like, there is a point where you sleep too long, where you're tired. And I think that's what it was for me. I just, like, I don't know how to nap. And so that's one of the things she kind of helped us think about. She said it has to be at least 20, but don't go over 45. Don't quote me on that. There's a strategy to it, which is why I'm bringing her to y'all. You can do whatever. I'm live. But so, look, I told y'all, live, real life, in the kitchen. My husband got to get in the kitchen. He might be doing a cameo in a minute. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Sister Girl, she did a Wellness Wednesday video about taking a pause. Oh, okay. Where is that? Where can we find it? Is it so? Sister Girl Chronicles did a short video about taking a pause from your to-do list. Is that recorded somewhere where we can go back and look at it? I want to know so we can share it. Oh, so I saw Nidella talking about the chat. I saw where you guys posted what time it was going to be. And unfortunately, I had a meeting then and I couldn't join the chat. But I didn't. Just let me know if I can go back and listen to it. And because if so, if you have it archived somewhere, or if is the whole chat in your Instagram feed? Because if so, then I can repost it. Just let me know. Eating cleaner, yes, a lot of eating tips. Terry says she doesn't nap, but she'll lay down on the yoga. Yes. Now I will do that in the middle of the day, Terry. I have a yoga mat in my office, and I used to keep it in my office and just like stretch. But what I realized is that I had the office is the visual reminder of all the things. So I brought it back to my workout area. And first of all, because I work from home and I'm sitting a lot, it's a way to stretch. And that does help me. And I do feel energized when I do that. Maybe like 15 minutes. Yeah. So there are a lot of hacks. And I'm going to be incorporating all of these in the vlog, where all of these great comments and recommendations are all in one place. So good morning, Murda from New York. Good morning. Okay, so I said in my story this morning, I had 3 projects. Actually, I said 2, there's 3. So there's the wellness series. And then we are about to start doing a Walmart promo with prizes. So the way that the first way that you'll find out about this is if you are not already signed up to the Maison 276 email list, do that, because we're going to send that promo and contest, and there'll be cash prizes. That's going to go to the Maison 276 email list first. And so the way you sign up, simply go to the Maison 276 website, sign up for the emails. We do not spam you. In fact, we don't email you enough. I've got to get back into that. The summer has just been crazy in a good way, get back into that routine of, weekly emails. And the emails are not necessarily sales emails. A lot of times they're informational, they're blogs, or pointing you to the blog, or some event that I'm doing. And if you're in the area, drop by. So if you want to, Wanda's doing Tai Chi. Wanda looks like a model. I don't know if I can bend in all those ways, Wanda, but that is an excellent idea. And it's like a form of meditation as well. Thank you, Wanda. I'll include that in the vlog as well, with some resources if that's something that you're interested in. Absolutely. So Wanda, I'm still, Terry's, okay, so we got some Tai Chi. All right. See, that's why I love this community. I'm just here to provide the platform. Y'all bring the vibes and the magic. Y'all bring the vibes and the magic. So yes, so sign up for the Maison 276. I'm going to put that in the right here. Sign up for the Maison 276 email list. website, 276.com. Okay. It's been hot. You ready for fall? Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How hot is it, Shauna? Because y'all aren't on the Gulf Coast. Y'all aren't on the Gulf Coast. We know hot down here. I'm about to go to my app and see how hot is it in Atlanta. It's 83. Child. And what's y'all's humidity? 74. I know that's a lot for y'all. But let me tell you, those of us here on the Gulf Coast, girl, we be dealing with 100% humidity at night. See, our humidity right now is 80. It's going to get higher and higher. It's going up. But I understand hot is relative. Hot is very relative. Hot is relative. So I understand. I understand. Brenda says the ATL's been hot. We don't have, girl, Shauna says we don't have the Gulf Coast to cool us off. Baby, let me tell you, that air is hot. It's not Caribbean air. Okay, so like Jamaica, any island. That's funny because I met a young man who worked at the Hyatt, and at a lot of hotels, they, in addition to their name, they have where the person is from, and he's from Jamaica. So I was just chatting with him, how long have you been in New Orleans, yada, yada, yada. What do you think? And I was like, the food's kind of similar. It doesn't taste the same, but there's some similar tones, with the seasonings and the spices. And he's like, yeah, I said, and the weather, except it never cools off. He's like, that part. So that's the thing about the Gulf Coast, at least New Orleans, Houston, like it's just a heaviness in the air. We don't get that Caribbean cool breeze, California. We don't. No, it's just this. This hair has been getting bigger and bigger all week. Oh, Brenda says she knows what the kind of heat I'm talking about. She said because she stayed in Texas. Okay, all right, you understand. All right, and even Dallas and Austin, they're different than Houston. Like it gets hot, but they don't get that heavy humidity that we have here in Houston. But it's good for your skin, okay? So if you're in a humid climate, I know, it wreaks havoc with the hair, but it's good for the skin. Okay, y'all. And then my next project, well, first I have a question. How many of you listen to music on YouTube? I'm just curious because I always have a YouTube music station on the TV that's like right by my office, so I can hear it. Why is he sending me text? I'm working. Yep. Okay, Sister Girl Chronicles, awesome. So I have been listening to music on YouTube for probably the last couple of years. And okay, awesome. That's great to hear. And so what I found is like I listen to a certain channel in the morning when I'm doing my morning meditation. Or just, even after that when I just still kind of in that calm state before I open up those emails and open up that calendar. And then Pandora. Oh, okay. You listen to Pandora on, Oh, okay. Oh, I know Jamal Roberts. He is. Oh my gosh, he's a trans. He reminds me. I feel like he's. I'm digressing. The first time I heard him sing, I was just like, oh, I feel like the first time I heard Whitney Houston sing, like a generational voice that you just, they don't come along very often. So when you hear it, you know that's something special. The first time I heard him sing, that's what I thought of. He is just, he's gifted. That's really the only word that I have for it. And if you don't know who he is, then you should go to YouTube and listen to him sing anything. Listen to him sing anything. It's hot. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so what this is great. So what I found was I was having to change channels based on where I am in the day, because at different times of day I listen to different types of music. When I'm after the meditation music, then I'm doing the work study focus music, right? And then I would say later in the day, like 3 to 5, it's a little bit more upbeat. It's still work music, but it's a little bit more upbeat. And then I have my wind down music. Maybe if I'm cooking, I stop working, I'm cooking dinner. So it's just kind of not go to sleep, but just jazzy, kind of relaxing, just to kind of take me down from the intensity. And then nighttime, all those different channels. And so I thought, I want a channel that has all of the genres just separated in different playlists. And so you guys are the first to know that we are about to launch the Maison Lo-Fi Lounge. Sometimes you got to create the thing that you want. And so this has been a fun project. By the way, I thought of this last week. I thought of this last week. And so it's been a fun project for me because it takes me out of, how can I say this? There is no time when I'm not thinking about work. And many entrepreneurs, especially in the growth stage, like we are, like Maison 276 is, many entrepreneurs will tell you that there's no time when you're not thinking about it. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. That's just the way it is. Even if you take a few days off, whether it's a 3-day vacation or a full vacation, and you don't have meetings scheduled, like it's always in the back of your mind. And so this project, even though it's almost like a brain rest for me to work on the playlist. And so over the last week, and I've used a lot of AI tools. I have played an instrument in my life. I am not a musician, but so I've used a lot of AI tools to kind of help me pull together different types of music. And so I'm super excited about it, and glad to hear that you guys listen to YouTube music, because of course I'm going to ask you to subscribe and listen. And and I hope that it's a place, I for the I feel like I'm rambling. Like I've created I have actually created the page, so you actually can go and subscribe, I think, right now, because I've got something that says, we're launching soon. So it is at Maison Lo-Fi Lounge. New YouTube music Yep. I think you can get to, yeah, you can get to it now. because it's published and it will show one subscriber and a homepage. And I'm still tweaking the graphics and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's been a good brain rest for me. And I've got like a couple of hours allocated every day to doing it because my main baby, Maison 276, does not take a backseat to anybody. So, so I'm going to have 5. So I've listed the 5 different genres, the meditation, and the meditation music. It's not necessarily, I don't want to say, even if it's not necessarily like you're not going to hear hymns. That's what I'm trying to say. Or, your favorite gospel song. Like it's not going to be that. It's going to be music that you can just hear in the background while you're, maybe journaling, or because it's called morning meditation, but it doesn't have to be in the morning. Maybe it's when you're journaling at the end of the day or at the end of the night. It's not, I need to get better at journaling. So it's just curated calm for every moment of your life or every moment of your day. So thank you guys for the encouragement. I appreciate it. It's been fun. Thank you, Yaya Roth. It's been fun creating the tracks. So yeah, because I didn't have anything else to do. But again, I was feeling my own void, honestly. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Also, that's 3 things. And also the 4th thing that we're not thinking about. Well, you guys already saw it. I teased it a little bit. My Maison 276 cap. Actually, it's over here. It's dirty because I wear it all the time. I'm getting it. I wore it yesterday running. Is it backwards? I think it's backwards because the camera is so weird. Anywho, so this was just a test. I wanted to see how this fit. Would it fit over my big hair? Is it adjustable? Yes. So it doesn't have, no Velcro. I hate caps with Velcro because, yeah, that doesn't work for women because our hair gets caught in it. So I'm going to be experimenting with some other things. So yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. Not much. Not much. And I am going to send out an email blast as well. You couldn't find it? It could be because there's nothing posted. It could be, but that's the station name. So it definitely could be that nothing is posted on there. I'm going to go to YouTube on my phone and see. Oh, on my phone, it shows me live. So anyway, I don't have any music posted yet. I'm going to start slowly adding it because it takes so long for things to, like my vlogs take sometimes an hour to upload, and that's only 20 minutes. So you can imagine how long it will take for music to upload. So that's what I'm doing. All right, guys, this has been fun. You guys have just listened to me ramble for an hour, I feel like. And also, yeah, before I get off, last Friday, I try to like read the comments as I'm going through. And then there was a comment that I missed last week, and I read it after I turned the live stream off. And someone had in the chat that they woke up feeling down and hopped on the call with us, and they felt so much better. And that just made my day. I thought about that all day. And I was trying to think, like, what did we talk about? Honestly, it was a very short call. It was a very short chat because I had a doctor's appointment and I remember having to cut it off and I told you guys that. Also, I didn't have a voice. My voice was still having Essence Fest recovery. And I think that was what we talked about in my take on some of the, comments that people, I honestly, it, for me, all I'm saying is that sometimes it's not the topic. Sometimes it's just finding a community and finding energy. So I just want to thank you guys for bringing the energy every Friday. Sometimes you bring the energy because last Friday, I didn't really have much, but I'm always committed to being here because the platform, like I said, is for you. And so if you are just joining us, all the Coffee with Angels are uploaded to YouTube shortly after we finish. So if you just joined us, you can just hop on and listen to the recording. But I just wanted to, I'm not even sure if the person who said that is on right now, but I just want to thank you guys for making this a place where people come, even if they're not participating in the chat, but they just feel your energy and your love and your support. So thank you for that. It is what I envisioned the entire Maison 276 community being about, not just this coffee chat, but this is just a short period of time. We get to connect every week, and I am truly, truly grateful for it. So thank you guys so much. Have an amazing, amazing. See, I'm trying to read it all now, y'all. And post. Yeah, yep. It really is. Yes, I agree. Okay, you guys, have an amazing weekend. Hey, Sheila, how are you doing? Have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for all the comments. You guys know if you vlog, if you follow any of my vlogs, y'all know I'm always in the DMs. I check those comments 3 times a day, actually, morning, midday, and at night, because it's important to me to know what you think and if you like it. So again, I'm rambling. Have a great day. Have an amazing weekend. I am going to, hopefully the Houston weather will cooperate because I'm going to go outside tomorrow too. She's like, that's crazy. I bet y'all are like, is she locked up? Nope. But I can just be in this house working all the time. So I have to be intentional about going outside. So I'm going outside. I told my husband I wanted to go and pretend like I know how to play golf tomorrow afternoon. So that's what we're going to do. I'll try to capture some footage. Sometimes when we're just out trying to live, he's not really all that keen on pulling out the camera because every life moment doesn't have to be about content. So I will try. No guarantees, but I'm going to try. Okay, y'all. Bye. Take care. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, Yaya Roth. This was a test. First, to see if I like the cap, and then to see if y'all were interested in merch. And apparently you are. So I am going to be testing some more items because I got to love it before I bring it to y'all. It's got to be affordable. Well, first of all, it's got to be great quality. It's got to be something you will want to wear in just everyday living. And great quality, affordable, and it's got to be cute. So the hats are good. Is this? I tested 4, and this is the only one that I gave a thumbs up. The other ones I just like use when I'm running to the store or whatever. So, but this one I've actually like worn like for travel because it feels really good. As you can see, it's dirty. But anyway, so thank you for asking, Yaya Roth. Okay, y'all, for real now. Bye.